Okay, gang, now we are on to Module 3. And in Module 3, we're really looking at needs assessment, so make sure you read that chapter thoroughly. And for those of you who've already taken grant writing, this is kind of the prep to grant writing. So if you are going to ask whether it be your organization or a funding agency for money, they want to know, why do you need this money? So we're thinking about our projects. We kind of got our topics. I'm loving your topics. So you need to link it to the bigger issue. So if you're thinking about, well, I really want pregnant women to get healthier, what's the big issue? Why is it a problem? What's the risk there? So you want to link to the bigger issues, whether it be diabetes, obesity, cancer. Not quite sure, try to focus it down. Some of your topics were very broad. You wanted to cover everything, which I appreciate that, but narrow it down. Pick one or two to kind of that lay in nice together. I know a lot of them are very symmetrical or kind of fit together, but try to focus in maybe on one or two that you want to go after. And then once you figure out what that is, so if it's obesity, obesity is a major problem. It's not a major problem with women, and it's a major problem with pregnancy. What's being done out there? What other programs do we have going on? Is there anyone else addressing this? Is this a problem nationally and we have national programs going on? Is it a problem locally and you have some things going on locally? But we need to see the peer-reviewed journal articles that show this is going on. And then after you link that of what's going on there, tell us about the gaps in research. Okay, so you wanted to do obesity. You want to work with pregnant women. So where are the gaps? For us, not much on rural women. There's not much on minority women. So that there's definitely the need there. Or it could be just to support existing data, which is okay, but you kind of need to highlight the gap. And then the last paragraph will kind of look at your aim. So your aim might be to address obesity with pregnant women. That might be your aim, but the purpose, and we're going to start focusing down our project. The purpose of this project is going to be to evaluate the effectiveness or feasibility or whatever you want to do, exploratory kind of in nature of this program. We want to know, is the health education program that you're doing, is it worthwhile? So that is your purpose. And as we go through the semester and next semester, we're going to figure out how we measure that. But right now, we want to know, is this thing going to work? So that is your purpose. So don't tell me about your program yet. I don't want to know. I'm getting some ideas here, but that is kind of where we're going with the needs assessment. So this week, ideally, you want to do your discussion first, because I want you guys to talk to each other and tell each other where are you getting your information. And that's some of the things I put in your resources. You have your chapter, but I also put a couple web links on there, both CDC and some fast stats from the US government that can let you know, is it a problem in your area? So obesity might be a national problem. Maybe it isn't affecting your state so much. Maybe it's really affecting your state. Maybe it's really affecting your county. But where are you getting that information? And that's secondary. You did not collect that. When you do a needs assessment, it's important to do quantitative, that secondary data, does this exist? And then it's also important to get some primary data. So talk to the people who you might do your programs with. So if you're working with the YMCA folks, maybe talk to them. Or if you're working with doctors, maybe talk to them and have them on record. According to so-and-so, the director of the recreation department, obesity is a major problem with their children, or obesity is a major problem with parents, or something like that. So it can't be you saying this, because of course you want the money, you want the funding, you want the support for this program, but you got to show there's a need for this program. So kick around different ideas, the discussions to help you guys work together. You might have found a different link that I didn't know about, and it might offer some more information that you guys can help support your data there. So the discussions are collaborative in nature. You're supposed to help each other of, oh, wow, I'm going to use what they used, or gosh, I really need help here. And that's what the discussions are for, is that group learning. And then that leads right into the assignment. So most of this is set up that I want you to do the discussion first, get the wheels turning, and then you go to your assignment. So that's my cue. I'll see you guys next week.